Yeah, okay. So I've got this like way back Kevin J Johnston video that I want to share with you. And uh it's like way back. This is one of the first videos that I ever watched about Kevin J Johnston. This was a long time ago. I don't remember it. So that's why I will share it with you. It's not about anything to do with anything that's happening now, but it's just funny as it looks funny as hell. And I thought that I would share it with you guys because it looks funny as hell. It looked like something that I'd want to react to. So hit the thumbs up button. By the way, hang on one second. Introduce you guys to Salem the cat. I'm gonna open the door and let him go. He was sleeping, so. All right, so don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to me on Bitchute as well, because you know YouTube's gonna get rid of me. In fact, there's this, what they've done now is they've demonetized all of my videos. So I don't make money from YouTube anymore, which I'm happy about. I always uncomfortable taking YouTube's money. So now I feel a little bit liberated, actually. Like I don't, I don't need to take anything from them. I don't need to follow any of their rules. So, I mean, because I'm not getting any money from them, but they're still probably going to get rid of me. So also subscribe to me on Bitchute, Arana Nation. I've been focusing a lot on Kevin J Johnston lately, and that's because he's running for mayor of Calgary, and he's been a friend of mine for a long time, and he's funny. I know a lot of you guys like him. Some of you guys don't like him, but nobody can deny that he's very entertaining. And I feel whatever you think about him, I think I would trust him above a lot of people to be mayor of anything. I know mayors don't have a lot of power in Canada, but it's better than nothing. So without further ado, let's get into this here now. Let me can you share the screen, Mr. Engineer? Okay, now the title of this video is, what just happened? What just happened here? Shared. There we go. Peel District School Board lawyer threatens Kevin J Johnston. Okay, so this has something to do with the fact that Kevin J Johnston, way back in the day, was banned from being anywhere near Peel District School Boards, and he still is to this day. So looks like it's gonna be a funny video. I didn't know that this video was still up, but let's get into it right now. And nothing that is said necessarily I agree or disagree with. This is all just entertainment purposes. Let's get into it.
Hi, this is Bob Keel. Please leave a message. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Bob! Kevin J. Johnston here, Report.Ca. You call yourself Bob on your outbound message, but it says here your name is Robert G. Keel and that your direct line is 416-219-7716. I'm reading a really silly letter that you sent me, and I have called the Peel Regional Police to discuss it with them. But I think you and I should discuss it now. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you my cell phone number, which is 289 99545. Tell you what, why don't you come by the Peel District School Board head office at 7 o'clock, and you and I can talk about this face to face. Thank you.
By the way, I know that there's this phone number up there. I mean, look, Kevin put it up there. And I know I blocked his cell phone number, but I have more respect for Kevin than I do. I don't even know this guy. Look how Kevin made this guy look. Look at his teeth. Oh my, look at this mustache. Oh my gosh. Look at those teeth. Oh, Kevin is something else, man. You don't want to get on Kevin's bad. He will just F you up bad, man. This poor guy.
Let's try him at the office.
Yeah, let's try him at the office.
I assume Mississauga. So 905-890-7700. Let's see what happens now.
Thank you for calling Kilcottrell LLP. If you know the invalid entry, please try again.
Oh. What? Oh, again? Here we go. It's ringing. Come on.
So I'm guessing that some lawyer must have sent him a very threatening letter regarding something to do with the Peel District School Board. I don't even know if Kevin's allowed to even talk about this stuff, but look, this video is on YouTube and it's public. So as far as I'm concerned, it's public property. And Kevin doesn't have any objection to people sharing his videos. For the record, this is not on his YouTube channel. I don't know if anyone wants to tear me up on it, go ahead. But I don't know.
You're lawyers. You want money.
Hi, sorry I missed your call. Leave me a message and I'll get right back to you.
What the hell is that?
Hey, I have no idea who this is. My name's Kevin J Johnston, looking to talk to Bob. Bob sent me a letter, and I'd love to talk to Bob about that letter. Report.Ca is the website address. My name, Kevin J Johnston. The phone number here is 289-997-654.
Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Anyway.
Bob sent me a letter.
Kevin can say his number out in public, whatever.
I'd love to talk to Bob about that letter. Report.Ca is the website address. My name, Kevin J Johnston. The phone number here is 2. Please have Bob give me a call when he's available. Let's call Bob's cell phone number again, shall we?
Yes, let's do it. Somebody answer.
Lawyers
make this video like
really do think that there's somebody and something once they hit 300 pounds, don't they? 219-7716.
He doesn't look that fat.
Next, we'll try the Toronto office if this doesn't pan out for us.
Hello.
Looking for Bob.
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Bob. Kevin J Johnston, Report.Ca. How you doing? He hung up the phone.
Try again.
He hung up the phone.
Try
he
again.
He sends me a threat, and then he hangs up the phone.
What did you say just now?
He sends me a threat, and then he hangs up the phone. Oh.
Call it back, Kevin.
You know what? Screw this guy.
No.
Call his office or direct or whatever he
Call
calls
him back.
Yeah, he calls it direct. 416.
Hey, if someone sends you a threat, I don't care who they are, lawyer. If they send you a threat, look, as far as I'm concerned, it's fair game. Unless they say, don't call back or I'll call the police. I mean, no. What was I going to say? Okay. If you're doing what Kevin does, first of all, if the only way you can get in any problems if they say don't call back, and then that's it. But if they hang up on you, consider it that you got disconnected. Consider the fact that they want to talk to you until they say they don't. So call them back.
219-7716. Let's call Bob back.
Yes.
All right. Maybe he dropped the phone in the toilet. Let's see what happens now. Let's call Bob.
Call him back.
Bob G. Keel from Keel Cottrell, LLP, barristers and solicitors. Is he not going to answer the phone? What is it about lawyers where they just hang up on me? It's not the smell.
Hi, this is Bob Keel. Please leave a message. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Bob! Kevin J. Johnston here. looks like we got disconnected. I think maybe there were sunspots or something. Could you kindly call me back so that we can discuss this letter of yours at 289
Oh, forget it.
545. You can visit me online right now at freedomreport.ca. Let's call Bob again.
This was made back when YouTube didn't suck. I remember, I don't know if you all have been following Kevin for a long, long time like I have. He used to do these things where he would serve papers at people's houses at like 5 o'clock in the morning and all that stuff. And I think if you were to do that now, I can't find any of those videos on YouTube. It's amazing I found this one. If I were to find them, I'd share them with you. But like, I think if you were to do that now, YouTube would take down that video and probably take down your channel. Now, YouTube has gone downhill now. Like, even educational things. If your title mentions Hitler, I don't care if it comes from the History Channel, they're going to take it down. I'm telling you. It's really quite amazing how far YouTube has fallen.
219-7716 416-219-7716. Why do lawyers send me letters anymore? You know I'm going to give all your information away.
That's right.
Answer the phone, Bob. Answer the phone, Bob. Answer the phone. 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 Go on. Answer the phone, Bob. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. He's not.
Hi, this is Bob Keel. Please leave a message. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up.
That is true, though. I mean, if a lawyer is going to do that and put out his phone number, as far as I'm concerned, it's public property now. I'm just saying, like, there's only one way that Kevin got the number, and that had to be on the letterhead of that paper. So, I mean, especially someone like Kevin. I mean, why include that in the letterhead? So I really is that's just me.
Press pound for more options.
Hey, Bob! Kevin J Johnston here, freedomreport.ca. What I'd love to do is invite you to be a guest on my show so that we can discuss the treasonous acts of the Peel District School Board and why it is that you've chosen to represent traitors in this country stay free when they're trying their very best to make sure that we are not free. Call me back at 289-997-6545. freedomreport.ca.
I just now remembered that's not even Kevin's number anymore, so I think it's okay. He's changed his number so many times, so I don't even know whose number that is now. Probably Miss Martha's number down the road or something like that. So if any of y'all decide to call that number and you hear some, I don't know, it's people who hate Kevin and you call that number, it's probably not going to be him. It's probably going to be Miss Sally. It's probably going to be Miss McDougal. It's probably going to be some housewife or some Mr. Greg or something like that. I just now remembered that, so I'm not going to mute it anymore.
Why am I doing this? Because Bob from Keel Cottrell LLP at 100 Matheson Boulevard East, Suite 104 in Mississauga at 416-219-7716 sent me the following letter to me. Mr. Johnston, RE Peel District School Board, as you know, we act for counsel for the Peel District School Board, herein known as the board. We refer you to our letter dated February 28th, 2017, as well as the letter from the board dated March 6th, 2017, with respect to the Trespass Act. On March 21st, 2017, you emailed to trustees and others a document which is not structured as a letter or memo or otherwise. Hey, that's Bob's opinion. I disagree. Who's Bob anyway? Remember that commercial from the 80s? Bob's favorite snack. Who is Bob? Doritos rant. Look them up. They're awful commercials. But anyway, the board takes the position that you are excluded from the property of the board and subject to the Trespass Property Act. Now, he's protecting his own fat ass in this letter by stating the board takes the position, not him, and not you are in violation of, just that, well, we think that you shouldn't be allowed to be there. but they're not backing it up with anything. All right, next. In this respect, any breach of this requirement, not something that I've agreed to, by the way, because I am not governed by the Education Act, will be dealt with by Peel Regional Police, or the police in quotation marks, and not by representatives of the board. Well, that's fan-freaking-tastic, and I'll tell you why, because I've already called Peel Regional Police to tell them that I will be there, and the police are asking me why this Cottrell guy is telling me that I can't be on the school board property, and the police have said.
You know what I don't understand? I think it's a great flaw in our democracy when people can be banned from public property, like school boards and post offices. I think that's just disgusting. First of all, let me put it to you this way. Some of the greatest antagonizers work within public buildings, right? Like the post office, buses, school boards, etc. Because here's the thing, these guys work for the government and they think they're untouchable. So they come up with all this crap, give you all this attitude because they think they're untouchable. And then when you react in any kind of way, they want to ban you from the property, which you pay for. I think that here's how the law should work. I feel that, like, unless you are going to that property with a gun or you're out to threaten people or something like that, you should not be allowed to be banned from any public property. Either that or just don't pay a certain amount of taxes based on the fact that you have nothing to do with that property. I mean, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. But you see, the politicians, they don't see it that way. It's not even worth talking about because they know that I don't think we'll ever have a politician. Well, never say never. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm allowed to be there. The police said I'm allowed. They're questioning why I can't be there. And I said, well, because look at my name, Tony Pontes. I told the police officer that Janet McDougal's mad because I put a Hitler mustache on her face. And that's why. And she laughs.
Like you did to this guy.
The police officer laughs on the phone. All right.
If you got the cops on your side, you're fine. You're fine. Like, if you got the cops who are, this is way back in the day, so I don't know. So many different things have happened since this time. But if the cops are on your side,
if you attempt to enter the property of the board office for the purpose of the meeting this evening, the police will take action as appropriate. How does he know? The cops just told me I can be there.
If the police say you can be there, what's this guy doing? Like, I mean, look, if the police say you can't be there, and like, even if it is true that you can be there, then it's like, whatever. Because then they're going to put horses around you, around the place, and riot gear and all this sort of stuff like they do at other things that we have all experienced. But if the police say you can be there, that's it. That's it. Hey, if the police say I can be there, that's it. That's it. No.
This guy's really earning his money. Sorry, I'm worked up. This is fabulous. When lawyers do this, oh, come on, man. In my communication to them, you also referred to section 423 of the criminal code. Yeah, of course I did. Your interpretation of 423 is not consistent with the section or with the case law relevant to the section. That's his opinion. I don't care. Laws are open to interpretation. I couldn't care less what this guy has to say. He doesn't even know how to talk on the phone. He calls himself Robert on his letter and then calls himself Bob on the phone. Well, there's a guy that can't make his mind up. If you attempt to use this, this is great. If you attempt to use the section against any representative of the board will take steps with both the police and the Crown Attorney's Office to have such charge or charges terminated. How does he know that? You think the cops are going to get in their cars and go to the courthouse and drop these charges? And
they would now. They probably would now. Like, as I said, this video is an old video. They probably would now. I don't trust the police anymore. I don't necessarily like the Canadian police anymore. They've really let the people down, arresting people over misgendering their children, not wearing a mask, crap like that. I'm sure they would do anything. Look how they did Chris Sky, but he fought them and he won. That is such a man. That really just makes a clown shit out of our country. It's true. Like this guy, Chris Sky, who I admire, he fought the law and he won, and not one single bullet was fired. That's how you know that our country is run by children, by pipsqueaks. Pipsqueaks. They can't even come after us properly. they can't even dictate their own rules properly. They want to arrest the guy, and then when he makes noise, oh, we'll be back. Good for you, Chris. Anybody who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not even going to explain it. Go to Kevin J Johnston on Bitchute. You'll see the video of Chris Sky up against 30 Cups, and Chris Sky wins. And I actually did share it too on my on YouTube as well. Some people say the link doesn't work. Go to bitchute.com, Kevin J Johnston's Bitchute channel, and you'll see that video. It's amazing. Love
Crown attorney. What is he, friends with every single Crown attorney in Ontario?
Probably.
How does he know what the Crown attorney is going to interpret as intimidation and what is not intimidation? Lawyers, they're guessing. This is all empty garbage.
He's probably friends with the Crown attorney. A lot of lawyers are, actually, to be honest with you. That's how they become successful with their cases.
It is the position of the board. Once again,
that's why you need to have a good lawyer.
He's deferring to the board. Tony Pontes, Janet McDougald. He's telling me that he doesn't want to put his name on this next part of it. Your reference to section 423 and your threats in this respect constitute extortion contrary to the relevant positions of the criminal code. No, they don't. I'm just telling them flat out. You guys owe me an apology. Don't apologize, I sue you. That's it. That's not extortion. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm promising the board, I promise you that if you don't apologize to me for calling me racist in front of 200 plus people, then I'm just going to take legal action, which I'm allowed to do. And I'm trying to save the board a lot of money and a lot of time. They could write a letter for free. All I asked for was a letter. For free, they could do that. Or they can see me go to their homes. It's great. And you'll see it too, because I'll film it on the video camera. And on top of that, I'll do it live on Facebook. So you can watch live servings at 3:00 in the morning.
I miss those videos so much. I don't think you could do that anymore on YouTube. They'd take it down. They used to be up there like a lot. Back when, oh my gosh, back in the heyday, Freedom Report. I think Freedom Report now is coming back up. Remember, there was a long period when Kevin was absent, legal troubles, all this stuff, and now he's making videos again. Oh my gosh, it would be nice to see another process serving video. I can't find them anymore on here. I can't even find them on Bitchute. But those were the best. He went to this one lady's house at like 5:00 in the morning, rang her doorbell with a legal papers, which you're legally allowed to. He's a process server, and the son comes. Everybody's mad. She's in her nightgown.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to smile anymore. That's obnoxious.
No, it's not obnoxious. If you know you're winning. You're winning. You've got them by the tail. So
this letter will serve as a warning to me, of the position of the board and the possible repercussions if you proceed as indicated. We trust you will govern yourself accordingly. Well, and yours very truly, Keel Cottrell LLP, and he signs it. And once, just like Tony Pontes, he didn't sign it. It was like a laser print. Robert G. Keel also known as Bob. And he carbon copies it to the Peel District School Board, all those traitors and cowards, and to the Peel Regional Police, whom I've already spoken to and will speak to again, as per their advice, between 6 and 6:30, to let them know what time they should be at the front door of the Peel District School Board to protect me from the security guards there as I enter the premises that I'm legally allowed to do. So people, understand this.
You should never trust the police in that way. I don't think Kevin would do that anymore. At least I hope not. Because 10 times, 9.5 times out of 10, they're going to side with the higher power. I mean, even if they do laugh at what that's just a way for you to kind of like calm you down. But like, it's rare. It's really rare that they side. Like, if you're in a dispute with, like, let's say a bus driver or a post office person or whatever, and something happens, like, yelling happens, whatever, and the police get called, they're usually going to side with the higher power. That's why I don't even bother calling police anymore. It's really a waste of time, and it demoralizes you, because a lot of times what they will also do is give you the hard time. So,
Modern lawyers are more afraid of the law than you are. You notice how this guy does not threaten me in any way. He just tells me that the board is going to do it. Well, why can't Tony Pontes, the director of education, Canada's most useless adult male, as I call him, why can't he pick up the phone like a man and invite me over for coffee, hot coffee, like a man, and discuss what my particular issue is with them?
Did you guys hear about this whole wasted native coffee brand that Kevin J Johnston has out? A lot of natives up in Alberta now are very angry about it. Well, not natives, but the native establishment. Kevin actually has stated that a lot of natives actually liked it. They thought it was funny. But the native establishment, that's what I call them, like, the chiefs and the SJW and all those kind of, they're angry. But I don't know. I really don't know if I have an opinion on it, because, I mean, even though I am actually native, but not native enough to have to feel comfortable of having an opinion on it. Like, I know when people make black jokes, really, it doesn't, I whatever. But universally, I don't know how natives feel about, like, those mascot stuff. I don't know. If there's any natives there, let me know what you think.
And we could have a conversation, mano a mano, man to man,
or woman to man,
and work out our differences. But the Peel District School Board is not interested in working out differences. They're interested in converting the Peel District School Board to Islam as fast as they can. Now, I've had 3 Peel District School Board teachers. Their identities are going to stay secret, no matter what anyone says. They stay secret, who have told me that Tony Pontes and Janet McDougald are under instructions to make sure that Christianity and Catholicism are completely wiped from all public schools. Now, Canada, are you going to put up with that? Don't worry. I will cover that story as time goes on. I just want you all to know that you can feel free to act as my agents, if you wish, on this matter specifically, to Bob at 416-219-7716. But please, everybody, all of you out there, you have to come and show solidarity, not for Kevin J. Johnston, but for Canada. Come out to the Peel District School Board head office tonight, March 22nd, Wednesday, March 22nd. I'm walking in the door at 7 p.m. and the rebel.media is following me with their cameras right in that door. Please.
I know some fool out there is going to go there now. And this is March too, isn't it? Did he just say March? Did March 22nd? It's March 22nd now. I know some fool's probably on their way there now. This is an old video, like 2017. So don't go there. This is an old video that I found that looks entertaining and I want to digest it. It's almost over anyway. So don't go there.
Support this country. keep radical Islam out of our schools, make our public schools public and secular, and remember that this is a Christian country and not an Islamic country. And Canada, if you don't get off your asses, what I just said will no longer be true. Kevin J. Johnston, Freedom Report.ca.
So there we have it. I know there's that whole thing with Islam again. It's, I actually like the fact that we're not going on and on about Islam anymore. I know there was a time like 2016, 2017 when everybody was so concerned about Islam. I've said it before. Even I did too. And I'm not a fan of what Islam teaches, but that is, Islam is not the biggest problem. It is just a chink in the whole bigger plan. In fact, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This whole thing, first of all, Islamic people have no interest in taking over the West. They really don't. I mean, I've explained that. Never had a problem with Islam until around the 70s when the West started going into the Middle East and started interfering in the Middle East and started building bases in the Middle East and started puppeting itself and whoring itself to Israel, which is a god-awful country when it comes to Islamic people, which honestly, if this was happening to your country, you wouldn't like it either. So that's when this whole thing with Islam and 9/11 and all this stuff started. Up until before that, there was never any issue. Muslims were there, we were here. So that's the thing. But that was a great video. I honestly can't remember what happened between Kevin and the Peel District School Board. I remember that he did have a big bust up with them and they called him racist and all this stuff. I actually think it did have something to do with Islam or something being taught in schools or something like that. I don't know, which I would be against, obviously. I don't think any religion should be in public schools. You should have Islamic schools, Catholic schools, Christian schools, and public schools. That's it. That's it. And if that's true that they were trying to put Islam in these schools, well, then he had a duty, a civic duty, to go up against it. And then I know that one of the heads of the Peel District School Board called him a racist. And then he got upset and there was a big school board meeting and the crowd got upset and he was banned from all Peel District School Board areas. And then now this is why we are looking at a video with him and this lawyer sending him this threatening letter, which he made cake out of, which you got to do. Don't call the police. All you got to do is use your video. That's the great thing about the internet. It's one of the best weapons we common folk have. Because if we use guns, we get arrested. If we even use our mouths sometimes, we cuss or we can't go to their house and do all this stuff. So we have the internet, okay? That is the best weapon we have. Like this video, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to me on Bitchute, Arana Nation, buy Kevin J. Johnston's books, Mask Our Bullshit, and The Cross is Dead. Go to kevinjjohnston.ca to get those books. He's running for mayor of Calgary. Great guy. Donate to him, donate to me. Any donations I get between now and the end of April go to Valerie Ann Foley, a lady who was beaten to a pulp by a transit officer for not wearing a mask, despite the fact that she had a legitimate health exemption. This is your Remember, civil disobedience works.